What is up, guys? Today we are going to be talking about my Game Week 4 transfer plans. Also, guys, do not forget to like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs before the end of the season. Now, on paper, the result for Game Week 3 was great. You know, we went from 2.9 mil into the top 1 mil. But I still want to claim the fact I was very unlucky. You see my defence there. They deserved at least 3 clean sheets between them, okay? First of all, we got Flecken, who wanted to concede a 90+5 winner. Then we've got Gradio, and his teammate Ruben Diaz for some reason thinks, you know what, wouldn't it be a good idea to just bash it in my own net? Then we've got the Saliba, which was guaranteed clean sheet, but then the referee decided, you know what, I don't like Arsenal. I'm going to give Rice a second yellow card. And Mikalenko, you know, what else could you expect? Clean sheet was on until the 87th minute, and they lost 3-2. Haaland and Salah proving themselves to be worth every penny again. They're both averaging 13.7 points a game, which is just insane. Fair enough, Salah's had some easy fixtures, but Haaland with back-to-back hat-tricks is insane, guys. And my only attacker that didn't get a return was the attacker who was subbed off in the 15th minute. I held Leon Bailey through Game Week 1 and 2 purely for this moment where he could come in my team and shine with that Aston Villa fixture run. And he wants to hurt his hamstring. Like, does he even care about my FPL team? The transfers went kind of well. Sold and Kunku got in Zamenyo, who scored a goal or an assist in every single game so far. 3 games in a row. Pretty solid for a 5.5 midfielder. Now, I did sell Isak for Watkins, which in hindsight was a risk, and I knew this could happen. Overall, there was a 4-point difference because Watkins got a lucky assist, which I'm thankful for. Hopefully, in the long run, getting Watkins in my team does pay off, you know. Maybe in the next 3 game weeks, Isak only gets 10 points and Watkins could get something like 20. You never know. So it's not all a failure yet, but for now, currently behind the people who held Isak. So yeah, let's look at my current team. Looking at the defence, looks a bit shaky. Saliba could get a clean sheet against any team in the league, so I'm not too unhappy with that one. I think Flecken could pick up maybe 9 saves, 3 save points against Man City, so that's not too bad of a fixture. Maybe he gets 4 or 5 points, hopefully. And Gavardio actually has a decent chance of a clean sheet. He should have 2 more against Ipswich and West Ham, but here we are, you know, we just got to be patient. As it currently stands, I still have Bailey in the starting 11, but we're going to get news on his hamstring injury, and it's probably not going to be looking too good. So the likely scenario is that I will put Wood on for Leon Bailey, playing away to Liverpool, if Leon Bailey turns out he's going to miss Game Week 4. Which is 2 weeks away, so he has a very small chance of recovering, but I doubt it. It just depends how long he's out for. I think someone said around 2 to 6 weeks, depending on the type of hamstring injury it was. So it's not too long, but if he's out for Game Week 4 and 5, definitely getting sold in my team. We're also using Ahmad in the attack, who should definitely start Game Week 4, or else there will be riots in the streets of Manchester from the United fans, because we got battered by Liverpool. Amad Diallo came on as a late sub and was still the best player of the match for Manchester United, so he's got to be on the pitch. I held Eze through this game week, thinking, okay, away to Chelsea is a bad fixture, he won't get anything, but he's been getting the expected goal involvement, so maybe after this game, when he goes on a run of good fixtures, he'll do quite well. But he cut the middleman, he got good score in game week 3 anyway, with a 10-pointer from a decent shot. I think it was edge of the box, outside of the box, so thank you very much, Eze, for that. And yeah, Haaland is going to be my captain. It's kind of a close call because, you know, Salah's popping off and Haaland is popping off. But Haaland's got the better expected data with all them expected goals. And technically speaking, the Brentford defence right now is worse than the Forest defence. So yeah, Game Week 4 is probably a time where I'm hoping Salah does not get any points because his effective ownership is going to be over 100%. If you guys don't know what that means, you basically don't get his points benefiting you if you don't have him captain. So let's look at Leon Bailey, the guy we're probably selling. Now, looking at the expected data on recent form, whether he's injured or he's not injured, that data is terrible. It could have been improved when he played against Leicester, because, you know, he played against Arsenal and West Ham. Not the easiest 2 games to begin the season, and when he does get a good game, he gets injured. So, it's not the most reliable data, but you're getting it with a lot of Aston Villa players as well, except Ollie Watkins and Onana. And I don't understand how a team has their CDM with the second most expected goal involvements. Doesn't make any sense. I don't think it's going to continue, guys. So, yeah, don't be bringing in Onana. Don't be too hasty. But yeah, that's enough about Leon Bailey. Let's look at the 2 potential transfers we could make in selling Leon Bailey. First one up is basically the same pick, but cheaper and not injured. We're looking at Morgan Rogers, who could save me 1.3 mil in the bank. Because Leon Bailey, well, he might not be 6.4 now. He is going to be 6.4 mil. I'm not making an early transfer before the price dropped, because we've got a big international break ahead of us and it would be a silly thing to do. But yeah, you look at the Rodgers expected data and it's just as bad as Leon Bailey's, but his point predictions are quite high and he is a 5.1 mil attacking midfielder starting for Aston Villa, which is an absolute bargain, someone that can enable my Haaland and Salah team so I can make it even stronger. Next up, we are looking at Mitoma now, guys. Mitoma is 0.2 mil more than Leon Bailey, but I've got money in the bank for it. Now, Mitoma is a bit of a different move, okay? It's kind of more of a higher risk play, if anything. Mitoma's got 2 goal involvements so far, and he's got decent expected data to back it up, but it's not crazy. But that game week 4 and game week 5, 2 fixtures in a row, playing home to Forest and playing home to Ipswich, is pretty insane. It's something very hard to ignore, okay? That could be big hauls for people like Welbeck, Mitoma, and João Pedro that I'm going to be missing out on. So it basically boils down to whether I want a more expensive player who could do really well in my team and get me a ton of points early on, or I play a little safer and I get someone who's going to give me loads of money in the bank. I think it goes to 1.8 mil in the bank if I get Rodgers, and that is very good. I can switch up a lot of players, go from one of my cheap forwards, one of my cheap mids, one of my cheap defenders, all the way up to a big dog. You know what I'm saying? So could be a smart move, but once again, we've got to hear about that Leon Bailey injury first. But yeah, overall, those are the potential transfer plans I've got. Guys, looking at my team, let me know what changes you would make to it. Do you think what I did was the right move? Or was it a terrible move? Was it the wrong move? Well, technically I haven't done it yet, but you know what I mean. Yeah, feel free to let me know, guys. If you did make it this far, thank you very much for watching. You are greatly appreciated. And I will see you after the international break.